He's gonna screw it up. Chuck's Mangled News.
Hold it, folks. It's just Monday. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And everybody on the West Coast, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everybody else between this great big beautiful country of ours. How you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's happening? It's been a wreck. I'm a wreck. I've been sick all freaking week. Oh my God. Well, sick for a week. I haven't had a chance to do shit. Oh man. Okay, we made it. Finally. Damn. So, big news today. Oh, what is going on here? Did I do this? Didn't I do this? Oh shit with that. Okay. I guess, what the hell? Oh boy. So anyway, I got to check this other stuff out. Things are working slow. What is today? Yeah, okay. Oh boy, I'm telling you. Anyway, we are set up, I think. Hey, okay. How you doing, USA? Ukraine, United Kingdom, Canada. How you folks on the radio over there? Hanging in there? Being haven? Being good? I know, I'm just Monday. It's just like I am totally off my game. Just totally, I don't know where I'm going to start, where I'm going to go. What is this? Oh my God. Just go there. Just go there. Just go there. Where? Am I home? Yes, I'm home. Okay, so anyway. What's new? What's happening? Man. They had the big turnout again on Saturday. It was great. It was great, man. And as a matter of fact, went on YouTube after, and they had live feed. And at that time, and I looked at the time, I'm like, how long has this been on? It had been on for 5 hours. Live feed showing the protests around the country. And it was at New York when I turned it on. I left it on about an hour and a half. So, hey, I want to let you know right now. Let's do it. It's not a kid's show. So if you got crowd wrenchers, rugrats running around, time to put them for a nap. If they're being homeschooled, it's break time. If they're old enough to be in school and they're not in school and it's nice outside, kick their ass outside. Give any of them, all of them, an Xbox, PlayStation, iPhone, iPad. That's enough for 4 kids, right? They can share. Or put some headphones on. Put some headphones on them. They don't need to be hearing my shit when I go crazy. Did I already say the Pope died today? Did I say that? Sad day. People are already gathering in Rome in the circle. I don't know what they call it. What do you think I am? Some kind of freaking genius, man? This is Mangled News, folks. This ain't no Dan Rather. Or who else? Walter Cronkite or who else? I can't know. I don't know. David Muir, yeah. David Muir. Jeez. What's going on here? You missed me this time. Well, oh boy. Okay. So you missed me this week. The guy that cuts my grass just texted me. I'm like, okay, Easter Sunday, yeah, you can't. I figured he'd come today. And I'm like, when you cutting grass again? I'm going to be out every week, typically Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Well, it needs it now, dude. I'm going to have to text him back later. Yeah, so anyway, let's go. Let's do some BBC News, and then we're going to go over to the socials, okay? All right. World's Catholics mourn Pope Francis, who has died at age 88. And he just did a thing yesterday. Easter Sunday, riding through the streets in his car. Isn't it amazing? I'm not being ignorant, but he missed Jesus by a day. I wonder if Jesus waited for him. Say, hey, man, come on, Pope, let's go. It's getting late. I know. Maybe the Pope's late for everything. I don't know. Was he? Or is he? I don't know. I guess them other bishops would have to tell us. You're off the rails, boy. God chose this day. World's Catholics mourn Pope's Easter death. Yeah, Pope Francis' last public appearance on Easter Sunday. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Here we, yeah, sure. You knew this was happening. This is so old. How old is it? I don't know. What's the rest of that? This is so old. Dirt couldn't get older. Trump backs defense secretary after reports of second signal chat leak. This guy likes the signal place, man. I don't know. What's going on with my shirt? I'm falling apart here, folks. Funky monkey. I don't know what the hell. But anyway. Okay, Ukraine reports many Russian drone attacks after truce ends. 7 hours ago in Europe, Yaroslav Lukiv, BBC News. Ukraine's military has reported Russian drone attacks on several regions overnight, just hours after the end of the 30-hour Easter truce declared by Moscow. Air raid alerts were issued by Ukraine's Air Force and for the Kiev region, as well as Kherson. Why do they do this to me? Dnipropetrovsk, Cherkasy. I can't say these names. On multiple cities. All right. In the southern city of Mykolaiv, Mayor Alexander Senkovich said explosions were heard. It was not immediately clear whether there were any casualties. Russia's defense ministry confirmed it has resumed fighting, adding that its military had strictly observed the ceasefire and remained at the previously occupied lines and positions. Oh, how nice of them. The truce declared by President Vladimir Putin expired at midnight on Sunday, Moscow time. Both sides accuse each other of violating the ceasefire thousands of times. Early on Monday, residents in several Ukrainian cities, including the capital Kiev, were urged by local authorities to go immediately to nearby shelters due to the threat of drone strikes. In the Kiev region, local officials said air defense forces were working on targets. Ukraine's Air Force also reported a rocket danger for central regions and said Russian aircraft were active in the northeastern and eastern directions. Wow. So if you want to read the rest of this, like I said, I can't read the whole article. It's on BBC News 7 hours ago. Ukraine reports many Russian drone attacks after truce ends. China, okay, here we go. China warns nations against appeasing U.S. in trade deals. That's 11 hours ago. Business reporter, BBC News, Joa de Silva. That's the journalist. Thank God for them. China has warned it will hit back at countries that make deals with the U.S. that hurt Beijing's interest as the trade war between the world's two biggest economies threatens to drag in other nations. There, see, I knew it. There we go. The comments come after reports that the U.S. plans to pressure governments to restrict trade with China in exchange for exemptions to U.S. tariffs. The Trump administration has started talks with trading partners over tariffs, with Japanese delegation visiting Washington last week, and South Korea is set to start negotiations this week. Since returning to the White House in January, Trump has imposed hefty taxes on Chinese imports, while other countries have also been hit with levies on their goods. Appeasement cannot bring peace, and compromise cannot earn one respect. A Chinese Commerce Ministry spokesman said China firmly opposes any party reaching a deal at the expense of China's interest. If this happens, China will never accept it and will resolutely take countermeasures. So you got the whole world stuck between these two countries that Trump started. What an ass. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about this guy? Oh, my God. The remarks echoed an editorial last week in the state-controlled China Daily, which warned the European Union against trying to appease the U.S. The comments came after reports that the U.S. plans to use tariff negotiations to pressure dozens of countries into imposing new barriers on trade with China. Trump is an asshole. Period. And it's every, Brett Kavanaugh lied. Amy Coney Barrett lied. Alito lied. What's that other guy? Takes all them vacations from that rich guy. How would you feel? I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't, if I had a friend that was real rich and always wanted me to go on vacations at his expense, I wouldn't go. I mean, I would that don't seem right. It don't seem, especially if it has to be a trade deal like a Clarence Thomas. That's the guy I'm talking about. It would have to be a trade deal. And that's what they did. That's what they did. I mean, you do something for me, I'll do something for you, right? I mean, that's the only way it would work. But, yeah, so I guess Clarence Thomas, I still wouldn't, you have to have morals. And say, okay, you pay for a full vacation and all that stuff, first class, and I'll cut your grass for 10 million years. Okay? I ain't going to do any judgments in your favor, but I'll cut your grass. That's more like it. That's what you should do. Not what they're doing now. All right. The BBC has asked the U.S. Treasury Department and the U.S. Trade Representative for responses to the reports. And the stock market was going down. When I turned on the news briefly, it was down over 700 points. I don't know what it is right now. But this is what the United States and Trump is trying. Not the United States. No, this is just one guy. One guy, Donald Trump. This is what he's doing. All right? He's doing this. So he's doing a backdoor thing where I'm trying to give an example. Hold on. I'm trying to do this stuff here. Where you got this friend that's not your friend that Oh, here you go. Yeah, perfect example. I'm not talking to Susie, but I don't want you to talk to her either. That's one of them deals. It's like freaking grade school stuff. That's Trump with the tariffs. I'm not dealing with China, but I don't want you to deal with them either. And if you do deal with them, I'm not going to talk to you no more. I'm going to make your life miserable. Can you believe that? That's like freaking blackmail. It's exactly what it is. Trump has said more than 70 countries have reached out to start negotiations since the tariffs were announced. Well, there's one country that's not, and that's the Penguins, and they don't want to hear any of his shit. People out they're trying to answer dumb questions. What are tariffs and why is Trump trying to use them? All right. If you put the numbers on it, about 20% of Japan's profitability comes from the United States, and about 15% comes from the People's Republic of China, said Jesper Cole from the Japanese online trading platform operator Monex Group. Certainly Japan doesn't have to choose between America and the People's Republic of China. So, yeah, I don't. Okay, if you want to read this article, China warns nations against appeasing U.S. in trade deals. What do I got next? I don't want to go into. I'll just read the headlines, and I want to get into the socials. Okay? Okay. Vance in Delhi to meet Modi amid tariff tensions. The talks are likely to focus on fast-tracking a trade deal earlier expected to conclude by the end of 2025. So, yeah, this is Delhi, India, amid tariff tensions. Palestinian Red Crescent, okay, that's 9 hours ago, Asia. It's all BBC. Palestinian Red Crescent says Israeli report into Gaza medics killings full of lies. An Israeli military report said professional failures led to the killing of 15 rescue workers. That was 9 hours ago, Middle East. Could an almighty eruption destroy a dreamy Greek island? Scientists are investigating for the first time how dangerous the island's next one could be. And this is from Europe 16 hours ago. Perched top of Santorini's sheer cliffs is a world-famous tourist industry worth millions. Oh no, she's getting down. You want to get down? Get down now. Get the hell down. All right. You going to go? She ain't going to go. She ain't. Oh, just drive me crazy. Perched atop Santorini's sheer cliffs is a world-famous tourist. What do you want to do? Get down. Sorry for the delay. Cat wanted to jump off of the bookcase from behind me. The huge ancient eruption created the dreamy Greek island, leaving a vast crater and a horseshoe-shaped rim. Now scientists are investigating for the first time how dangerous the next big one could be. BBC News spent a day on board the British Royal Research ship, the Discovery, as they searched for clues. All right, just weeks before, nearly half of Santorini's 11,000 residents had fled for safety when the island shut down in a series of earthquakes. It was a harsh reminder that under the idyllic white villages dotted with gyros restaurants, hot tubs and Airbnb rentals, and vineyards on rich volcanic soil, two tectonic plates grind in the Earth's crust. Ugh! So if you want to read that, that's could an almighty eruption destroy a dreamy Greek island? And let's go. What are we doing here? Okay, remember, it's a lot of reposts and stuff. These people are great. You should follow them. These are the people that I'm following. I pretty much, I vetted every one of them. Kobe. Okay, well, you know what? These people that are reposting, those are the ones I vet. And they're the ones that I guess, hopefully, they vote. Anyway, Kobe, breaking. Trump to sign executive order declaring himself Pope. That was Kobe. That was D.E. Adkins that reposted that. Make himself Trump. Okay, Trump wants to make himself Pope. Too many videos this morning, folks. Boy. Mark A. is that. He's Brit, Scott, Maltese, strategist, author. He posted. Bev from Canada reposted, and she reposted this guy, Mark, and replying to J.D. Vance and Explaining Sapiens. Pope Francis in 2016, a person who thinks only about building walls wherever they may be, and not building bridges is not a Christian. Woo! Is not Christian. So there. Oh, listen to this. How can you lie like this? Susie, old enough not to give a F, reposted Rhonda Harbison, replying to Caitlin Collins, every word of this is a lie. All right, this is with The Guardian. Wait a minute. Trump says the economy... Okay, every bit of this is a lie. Trump says the economy went to hell under Biden. The opposite is true. Oh, my gosh, these guys. Oh, he is. He is the biggest... and people believe him. I can't... It's beyond me. It's beyond me. Morgan Fairchild reposted. Canine Doc. Replying to Piper K, I thought he couldn't release anyone because Trump was paying him to keep them. All right, what? Okay, he replied to her. What the heck? This story is important. The U.S. is giving Buckley prisoners to be traded on the hostage market. Who did Berkeley get in return? What the hell? El Salvador's president offers Maduro U.S. deported Venezuelans for prison. For what? For prisoner swap. El Salvador's president offers Maduro U.S. deported Venezuelans for prisoner swap. Wow. Human trafficking, Trump. I thought he couldn't release anyone because Trump was paying him to keep them. I guess now he can do whatever the hell he wants with them. People, look at this, trading. I'll trade you. I guess he's trading with Venezuelans. I don't know. El Salvador and Venezuela. What is this guy? Oh, boy. This is all on X. Klaatu Varada Nectarin. Reposted. Michael McFall. Not good. China orders its airlines to stop accepting deliveries of Boeing jets. Reports. Yes, we talked about that. Reboot. Serenity Now. Quandi. Serenity Now reposted Quandi. Future Speaker Bay Hakeem Jeffries is focused on protecting Democratic incumbents and defeating Republican incumbents. I hope somebody is listening to what the assignment is supposed to be. Tuck Frump, Marjorie Taylor Greene says evil being defeated after Pope Francis's death. Oh my gosh. What is this? This is from Newsweek. It's a Newsweek article. You ought to read. I don't know. Can I get it? I don't know. I'm not. No, you read it. She is so, man. I bet she made a lot of Catholic friends by saying that. Evil being defeated after Pope Francis dies. Oh, man. Bev reposted Wesley Baker replying to J.D. Vance. Pope Francis met J.D. Vance yesterday and made a powerful statement by having his deputy deliver a pointed lecture on compassion, clearly aimed at Vance's cruel, hardline politics. Now today, after Pope's passing, Vance suddenly posts a glowing tribute. Spare us the bullshit. All right, she didn't say that. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Threads here. Real quick. Huffington Post. John Olliott said the Defense Department is in total disarray under Hegseth. Yeah, I guess so. Top Pentagon spokesman quits, then drops bombshell warning about Pete Hegseth. Baxter McAllister says, and this was reposted by Kachel Keir. Appeasement never works. Right. Protect Earth 3. It's protect _ Earth 3. Do not advocate violence. We must not provide the dictator a reason to declare martial law. Jim Coggins put this up. That's what she was responding to. By David Brooks, what's happening is not normal. America needs an uprising that is not normal. I don't know. Alyssa, okay. Geez, these names. Rachel Kerr, again. Elisa Stolman posted, yep, you have to hit a bully with a 2x4 so they can't get back up. Some of these people are agreeing. Where am I at? Okay. Blue Sky. That was Threads. Let's go do one more Threads. Can I do one more Threads? Aswin. Jen Broderick, period, on Threads. Aswin posted, every single senator who voted in support of Hegseth's nomination when he was so clearly unqualified and incapacitated should have to answer on the record as to why they were willing to put the nation up and our troops at risk in fealty to Trump is because that's Trump's guy. He'll do anything Trump says. No, I don't think his commanders will. Hopefully. Have 30 seconds. Boy. Patricia said, bingo, because Stephanie Kennedy says, the Abrego Garcia case is not about one man. By denying constitutional rights of one man, the Trump regime is threatening the constitutional rights of every man, woman, and child in America. Trump is using the plight of Abrego Garcia as a test case with a malicious intention. Someday my time is up. I had a great time. Now, hopefully tomorrow I feel well enough to get all cleaned up and look like somebody. Because I look like shit right now, man. So let me say goodbye to these people. I'm going to say goodbye to you, okay? Let's just do that shit. Well, anytime you're ready. There you go. There you go. I hate this, you know, like when I look old when I'm all sick and shit, you know. All right, goodbye. Have a good day. Don't get that Rona. What am I doing here? Oh my God, I gotta say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You too, don't get sick.
He's gonna
Bye,
screw
everybody.
it up.